Hello guys and welcome back to round number 2 in the ENSL Season 15 Division 2 matchup between Anonymous Anti Alcoholics and Team Poland here, which Team Poland being Marine round right now after they won an easy round with a failed shotgun rush, with the elevator killing half of the shotgun team right there on top of the cargo on double. So we see here who's commanding. Homik is the commander for Team Poland, doing standard here pretty much so far. 3 Marines in base, getting a shotgun probably out, while we have 2 cappers going the comp side of the map. The starting hive for aliens is Furnace, and as you can see they're going, whoa, straightforward DC. And there's a DC right in the hive and 1 DC on top of double. There's a little bit. And there's an OC in double. Oh my god, what is this kind of I never saw that happening. There's a DC placed in Furnace and 1 OC and DC in cargo with 1 res now. This is... Oh man, I think this is a little bit screw up. Usually you drop both nodes in double and the DC right on top, kinda in the middle, so it can heal both nodes. But okay, here we go. So I think Homik by now just saw it's DC, or maybe thinks so, I don't know. It's 1 extra node he can see, not 2 extra node. It is pretty much the same res amount you need for mass nodes, since we have an OC here on top. But no problem here for CRT taking down those 2 aliens coming in. Where's the shotgunner AA? He is on the lower side of double. Oh, we have 2 DCs on top of double. That's why they're dropping it not in the middle. And lots of OCs, oh my god. This is like the first matchup I casted with OCs being really used actually in this game in competitive. It's a long time ago, so they're reviving some strategies with OC tags involved. But shouldn't be any problem for AA, who's I think the carry merc here, definitely for this team. And this node, even with the DC healing, it should go down unless there's some skulks coming in and killing this shotgunner. I think, yeah, he might try to kill those DCs on top first, but here goes the Gorgeous, some backups coming into double, and all those nice med packs are keeping the shotgunner alive, and good pressure here by Marines. Look at this, 8 kills, 1-1-1, so 11 kills, and this is some solid shotgun. Absolutely. So both nodes are down here in double, and eventually they make up their way on top, kill the DCs. But of course you can just go to vent first. It's safer, it's secure, and you do more damage since you kill the RT first. After that you can just try to go and kill the DCs on top of double. In the same time we had some nice capping here going on. You can see the whole west side of the map is capped for Marines. Ventilation will go down. There's no aliens close by. There's just 1 alien here, Autonomy, who's trying to bite on IP. There's no mines in there, so he could do some damage. Not quite sure if he should really bite the IP since there is no Marines spawning, but it helps also a lot. It's 20 res, Marines just losing by this. And yeah, now biting the armory, so they cannot drop a field ops, but it's too late. Maybe should have dropped that, should have killed that armory first, so the comp would be a lot more trouble. But no problem, he did do his damage. He forcing the commander to drop in field ops. It's pretty much 15 res, since it will go down eventually at any time. At least 7 res if it's getting recycled. And he lost the IP, so it's at least about 30 res the commander just lost there to this little 1 skull who could actually maybe kill by logging out. But you don't want to take the risk at all. I saw many rounds losing by the commander just jumping out of a chair and getting killed, and that's really tough situation. Just go play safe and drop an ops in case you have to beacon. If you're reinforcing Marines going back to base and not making it, you can still just beacon. So we have situation is just 2 res nodes left for those aliens. The Marines coming in the vent. He's parasited, or he was parasited before, then no need to go that sneaky, I think. The shotgun is in base, being redropped since AA did die. I don't know where, but 11 kills. He did do a lot of damage here. As you can see, the node's also killing in double and in vent. So definitely worth here the income here, the 10 res. absolutely worth it. So the aliens are re-dropping here double at least one node right now. Let me have a look here on the rest situation. We see a lot of skulks, obviously. No one who can fade soon, since they sacrificed a lot of it from the rest here by dropping all those chambers, even OCs and DCs and mass nodes, and losing a lot of it. So we have 2 shotguns here going to orc extraction, and this is a really nice way to go, since if even from there you can easily go just to on top of double and kill those DCs. And once you manage that with the 2 shotgun group, if that pressure group here is successful, I think this is immediate GG. Killing the node, killing DCs on top, that would be devastating to aliens, and I think it's gonna be really hard to come back. The only way, of course, is biting res nodes as crazy, and you see 2 skulks here working at just 1 right now. Ventilation went down, and the 1 skulk here in power core is taken after taking a biome, just moving forward. But on the other side you see already 2 Marines going to recap and take care of that situation. So we still see here Germ, however you might call him. Don't know how to pronunciate that name. And of course AA here on top, killing the DCs, which will die really fast to 2 shotguns, of course. And lots of skulks coming in, taking out one of the shotgunners AA down, and whoa, close with the last bullets, and there's another skulk coming in. That's a problem if you don't reload early enough, being too greedy and taking down those chambers. You could see here Germ, was, I think, about putting 6 or 7 shots from the shotgun into the chambers before reloading. And by having, I think, 4 pellets left, he could survive. No problem still whatsoever. Marines are in a really good shape. Aliens are struggling here for the rest. At least they're here close to Fate and Hive mark at the 6.5 minutes, so it's a little bit delayed, of course, since they dropped so many stuff here in the beginning. But they can Fate and Hive drop right now, and if they can hold the situation here, especially with the Lurk being alive, he should be alive. That's... oh no! He dies here on the way into the vent, so... yeah, without the Lurk, the Hive defense will be a lot more difficult. A little blunder here, underestimating the lack of MCs, the lack of celerity you don't have when you go DCs, of course. Yeah, and Carapace didn't help that much in that situation by being shot down here on top of the pylon biome. So aliens at least having 5 res nodes by now. It depends now on the pressure of Marines. Once more, if they can pull up some nice pressure here, once more to the ventilation side. You see there's already 2 Marines probably waiting for a phase gate here. And if there's a phase gate going up, I see they're gonna have some good chances here on taking ventilation, locking it down, since they did not drop the Hive. I'm kind of confused. Let me check here the situation. Oh my god, Starchy, who was commanding the Marine round, the shotgun rush, is on 65 res, so I'm kind of expecting an Honors here from incoming in. And Honors on the map Origin, I think, is really weak, especially if with hives like ventilation. Oh my god, now there we go. There's just one way out, and this is the way. Coolant monitoring and the damn ladder there on top of double, something I really not prefer is Honors. No circumstances. So yeah, but here we go. We already have a Proto, really nice job here upgrading here by Homek, who's commanding. He had some nice rest in the beginning, can afford all the stuff. He didn't put too much here into lots of shotguns to take down all the stuff. Just, I think, a total of 3 or 4 shotguns for 8 minutes is okay. Not too much. He also has weapon 2, armor 1, and double is kind of fortificated here. This looks a little bit like a pub game with lots of OCs and DCs in there, and the elevator almost killing Ixtal. This elevator is really not marine friendly at all whatsoever, and those 2 LMGs going down to the Lurk and all the chamber support here by Voodoo taking them out. Shouldn't have any problems, of course, with that. So the Hive is now dropped in ventilation, and let me see what the Marines are doing. They're probably gonna wait for those jetpacks before they push anywhere in here. And shouldn't be any problem for them, since the Proto is already up, should be upgrading right now. And even when the Hive goes up with players like AA in the field, I think the Fates will have a really tough timing here on this map on Origin. So it depends if they really wanna... whoa, that Lurk is ballsy. Oh my god, here he goes. There's 3 Marines and including a shotgun. Something you really should not do is just fly in there. And yeah, well, he did, so he just learned his lesson, I guess, so to not do that next time when he's lurking. Just fly in there, or at least make sure how many Marines are in there. There's some vents on top you can check, you can guess from the top, and of course by the same time you see how many Marines are in there, if it's worth the risk flying in. And we have a ninja, facegate going up here, AA. Being the man, the facegate is up in ventilation, so they can... he went down. Just one skulk here on it. Let me check. There we go. More skulks coming in. Shotgunner there already on top, and 2 shotgunners here at coolant, so really waiting for mines. Is there a mine pack here for the facegate? You cannot see the hive here for some reason, but there is a hive. You see the green blood here coming out of it. You see the hive on the minimap, even if you can't see it on my screen. Actually, that's, well, it depends. It's a old game. Happens. Nice job by Isaac taking down 2 shotgunners here, but I think with that kind of team, more shotguns here coming in on top the situation. Shouldn't be that hard here to kill the hive, at least. Considering the hive should be really low by now at all. And finally there's a lurk back up in the field, too late of course, and some other problem